Welcome back to day 19. Today's practice is going to be called Locust Pose, or is called, not going to be called, is called Locust Pose or Salabhasana. You can do this in a standing version using a chair, so I'll demonstrate that. You could use a wall, or we're going to use a blanket when we come down to lay on the floor. So I'm going to show a modified half locust, and then on the floor we'll do a full version. Hard to do that when you're standing, so do what feels right for your body today. So let's find a nice comfortable stance or seated position. Sitting up or standing nice and tall. Let's take a few nice arriving breaths. Arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, lowering. You can raise the head, look up towards the hands as you exhale, lowering chin to chest. Letting yourself arrive to your one pose practice today. Let everything else outside go. Next time you draw the palms overhead, let's exhale, palms together and down. And let's get started. All right, I'm going to show you the standing version first. So you can use a mat. It's just nice to have that little extra cushion and stickiness under your feet. You're facing the back of the chair. Now, if you had a wall, you could use a wall here too. So this is really great for balance as well. So standing version gives you a little sense of balance. The locust pose actually strengthens all the core stability muscles, the back muscles, and it's a little bit of a back extension, getting a little extra curve or extension in the back. Just nice to help open the front of the body as well. So you'll start in a nice mountain pose first in front of your chair. Try not to be right on top of the chair. Give it a little bit of space. And then I'm going to step my feet together. That gives me more stability, especially when I'm taking one foot off the floor. Start with the shoulders rolled back. I'm going to step my left foot back onto the ball of the foot. As I do that, you might feel as if your belly is flipping forward. By the way, that's Tiberius. He likes to join us here in the yoga cabin. You might feel as if your belly is kind of spilling forward. Think of lifting the lower abdominal muscles. I almost imagine my belly button lifting up to my heart and lengthening my tailbone to the floor back behind me. Gives me a little stability there. As I press my foot back, I'm also strengthening the glute in the back of the leg there. Try not to lock the standing leg knee. Have a little bit of softness in that knee. And then I'm going to raise that right arm with the palm facing away from me. Really feel that nice extension through the arm. So here's where you have an option. I can hold onto the chair for balance. If you had a wall, you could also have your right fingertips on the wall. And then take my left leg back. So you could keep the toes on the floor or raise that left foot behind you. Try to keep the toes pointing straight back or towards the mat. If you want to add a little extra balance challenge, I can take my left hand and press it behind me. Feel a nice opening across the chest. And you'll take a breath here. And I'm going to come out of this because I'm just demonstrating so that we can also demonstrate the floor version. You'll do that same thing on the other side. So just important here is to really think about that energetic lift of the front of the body so we're not overarching our lower back. All right, I'm going to move the chair off to the side. Now, if you're on a hard surface like I am here, you might want a little extra padding because you're coming down to the floor on your belly and your chest. And you might just want that extra padding for the hips. So we're going to come down onto our belly. And I'm going to start with my right hand right under my face. To start, you could rest your forehead on your fist. Just give a little rest there. Take the feet a tiny bit wider, maybe hip distance a little bit wider. If you have any lower back issues, you want the feet a little bit wider so we're not compressing or jamming your sacrum back here. All right, you're thinking of letting your pelvis gently press into the floor. Reaching my left arm overhead, so imagine we were standing just like I demonstrated. Palm on the floor. My palm can be on the mat here, and I'm just going to gaze down at my mat, and I'll try to look up and extend the neck, straining the neck. Now, other side. Did the other side last time. Right palm is overhead, left palm's under. So if you're standing, we're doing the same side. Now, curl those left toes under and press that heel back so the knee comes off the floor. Think of engaging that glute muscle, a little bit of the back. And then you're pressing the pelvis gently down. You're going to lift that left leg. Option to stay here or lift the chest and the right arm. Now we're trying to be a little light on this left arm. You can use that for support, of course. Keeping the toes of that left foot rolling down towards the mat and extending there. And you're feeling this nice strength happening in the back of the body. Let's try 2 more. Nice, full, even breaths. If you're feeling any strain or discomfort, definitely come out. Make it smaller or don't do it. And release. You can let your head rest on stacked hands or fists. Roll your hips a little gently side to side to loosen up the whole lower back. And let's do the other side. We're extending that left arm now. Right palm is under my face. Now I curl those right toes under, press the heel back so the knee comes off the floor. Think of engaging that right glute muscle. You're going to raise that right leg. Notice if the left side starts to tense. Can you relax the left side? And then let's lift the left arm, the right leg. Keep your gaze just slightly at that right hand. Breathing, feeling that strength of the body. Can you get a little lighter on that right arm? 2 more full, even breaths. And then release. Rest the forehead on the hands. Wiggle the hips side to side. And then just for a moment so you can see better, come back up to maybe stand on the knees just to watch for a second. So standing people, keep doing the 1/2 version. If you're on the floor, watch for a second and then we'll do it together. So this is the full locust Shalabhasana version. My hands come back either side of my body with the palms reaching up. I'm just going to keep my gaze straight down at the mat, crown of my head reaching away from my toes. I will draw the shoulders back. And then options here, you can just keep the toes on the mat, pelvis on the mat, lift the chest, or I'm going to lift the feet. Remember, keep the feet a little bit wider. If you're feeling any jamming in the back, take them a little bit wider. If the back feels okay, you want to get a little more strength all the way down the legs, the glutes. You can bring the legs closer, but be mindful of your back. So we'll lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, reach the fingertips towards the feet, and imagine you're flying over your house, your city, seeing all the beautiful greenery, and then come on down. All right, so when you're ready, come on down. Let's try it together. Onto your belly, standing people, give it a try, one side at a time. All right, reach your hands back either side of your body, palms face up. You're gazing down at your mat. Gently lift the feet off the mat. Doesn't have to go very high. Feel your pelvis pressing down into the blanket, the mat, as you lift the chest, the shoulders. Reach back towards your toes as you roll those shoulders back. You're only gazing slightly forward. Try not to raise the head. Looking upward. Take a nice 2 breaths here. Imagine flying over the ocean, the beach, the fields. And then release. Bring those hands back under your shoulders. Press back up to hands and knees, and we'll sit back into a child pose to stretch out the lower back. Keep the arms nice and long. If you're in a standing version, hands can be on the back of your chair. Walk your feet back, bending at your hips into a 90-degree half fold. And we'll take a couple nice breaths here. When you're ready, let's come back up. Sitting on your folded blanket, or if you're using a chair, you could sit back in the chair to close out this practice today. All right, thank you for joining us. Let's take our nice closing breath, arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale, palms overhead. Exhaling, palms together and down, gazing at your own fingertips. Send yourself gratitude today for honoring your body, yourself, and all others. Thank you all for joining this one pose practice today. I'll see you tomorrow.